won his title back in his last fight out over Coquichim in Tijuana, the WBO featherweight title. Rocky Martinez in December stopped Herbert Forte in the second round in Carolina, Puerto Rico. So here we go. Salido, silver, all kinds of writing with blue trim. And in the red trunks is Martinez in the red trunks.
And you got to know, both are slow starters. They're both going to feel each other out.
Rocky is almost a notorious slow starter, but he'll pick it up. Salido told us that he wants to, he will pressure him, but he wants to, figure him out, try to move him.
And, in the corner, Martinez was Rama Lopez right there urging him on and giving him advice what to do against Salido.
Salido's such a versatile fighter, and he's so tough, and knockdowns to him mean nothing.
And the thing that he does early in the fight, he's going to give you those straight shots, but as the fight goes along, that's when he starts winging him from side to side, and he'll drop down, then come up with that right hand.
And notice, too, the shoulders appear to be a little bit square. Remember, in terms of reach, it's exactly the same. So Rocky, who turns his left shoulder in a little bit more, appears to have a longer reach, but he doesn't. It's exactly the same. Salido's a little bit even because he'll go with right-hand leads as well as jab with his left hand. Then he goes to the head, driving Martinez right back. The crowd doesn't like it, and Jose Rivera says, hey, none of that stuff. Let's keep it clean.
Well, Rocky's got to watch out there. When he throws that jab, the left, don't leave it, don't let it hang. Bring it right back.
Rocky also must be aware of that head of Salido because he comes forward quite often with that head down. So Rocky's got to be very, very careful of that. A couple of minutes gone here. No difference between the two in this round, except Salido appears to be the aggressor of the two.
Salido says he's coming to kill. He is coming to kill. Every time he comes to Puerto Rico, that's his mindset.
So far, it's been perfect. He's 5-0.
6-4 record in title fights, 4 knockouts for Salido.
But he's a guy that just gets stronger. Puts that head down and wings that overhand right. Comes back with the body shots. Salido trying to convince the judges that he's winning this round. And right now, after that series of punches, he sort of is. Rocky's not doing too much here in round number 1. And he's not doing it with, real good power. He's moving well. Good defense so far.
And for Salido, it's always been the plan after the first round to just kind of take everything in and come to the corner there and then listen to Santos Moreno and see what they have planned for him to go ahead and execute in the second round.
When he puts that head down, Rocky's got to start coming with some uppercuts. I'm going to give Salido the first round. Martinez didn't do enough to take that round away from the champion, in my opinion.
I'm going to go the other way, Colonel. I'm going to give it to Martinez that first one. He thought that he was trying to bring more of the fight there.
Levi Martinez from New Mexico. Jose Robert Torres from Puerto Rico and Rocky Young from Miami are our judges. They're all very experienced. They know what to look for.
Raul Torres, Papo, they call him, giving instructions.
Jose H. Rivera, or H. Rivera as they call him here, a very experienced referee as well. All right, so we're set to go to round number 2 here at the Coliseo. Jose Miguel Aguilar. I'm the Colonel Bob Sheridan along with Benny Ricardo. We're glad that you can be with us here. Wherever you're watching around the world, you should enjoy this before it's all over.
Santos Moreno telling Salido he can come forward more.
Rocky, oftentimes the way his facial structure is, it'll look like his cheeks are really puffed up, and they are a little bit, but it seems to be exaggerated sometimes when you look at him in later rounds. Looping right hand, got the face of Rocky Martinez. Martinez again in the red trunks, in the silver trunks is Salido.
And now Salido's fighting like a pro. He is going with low blows and he's hitting it He's going to have the referee start warning him, but he's going to take some shots before that.
He doesn't care about that. This is a rough house, rough, tough fighter. And Vasily Lomachenko, who had such tremendous amateur background, realized, what the heck am I in with this guy? This guy's a real pro.
He'll give you a hip pointer if he has to.
He's had well over 50 fights in his career. Look at him fighting on the inside. He loves it.
And he's holding with the right hand, then throwing those left. But watch out.
Oh, he hit Rocky. Almost dropped him. Staggered him back, hit him with the right hand.
And that was at the hip. He got him right at the hip. That just froze that left hip of Martinez.
Martinez said to himself, hey, this guy's something else. Yeah, Rocky was a little off balance when he took that too, which was part of the problem why he staggered back. And Salido stayed right on top of him.
And the right eye, up above the right eye of Rocky Martinez, it's puffed up. There.
Well, he flipped him again. I don't know whether he hurt him or not, or whether he's off balance again.
He stepped on his foot. Stepped on his foot.
Okay, all right. I mentioned the canvas is a little bit on the soft side, and it can cause guys to trip around, but if he stepped on the foot, I didn't see that. I was looking upstairs. There's Rocky trying to get something going on the inside, and Salido just relentless. Very clever too, Benny. You notice how when he throws the low blows, he throws them to the offside of the referee? That's not by an accident. Look at the pressure he puts on Martinez.
He got the clearance from Santos Moreno to come forward. He's done just that.
Rocky takes some shots on the inside here, but boy, this is a brawl right now. This is something else. The uppercut bounces Martinez's head back, but Martinez doesn't want to give ground.
Slow starters? I don't think so. These guys are ready to launch that leather.
22 seconds to go in the second round. The crowd chants, Rocky, Rocky. Of course, that's for Martinez, Rocky Martinez in the red. He's the Puerto Rican fighter. Tough round, I'll tell you, for Rocky. Salido has landed some hellacious shots, and Rocky hanging right in there. Some real borderline shots by Salido. Bell ends it. I got to go with that round with Salido, too.
All the way, all the way. And, Colonel, you know what? Just start counting how many shots are landing to the hip. That's that hip pointer area. And what that does is it just tightens your hip area completely, and you're not able to move.
He's on that hip constantly. And, in fact, a lot of the blows look low.
You need to go and throw that uppercut.
And that's true because we said that earlier in the first round. Salido comes in with that head down. And when you throw it, commit, really let it fly with the right hand.
See, keep throwing punches. Don't wait for him to throw a punch for you to throw your punches. Here's some of the act. Watch the low shot. And again, like you said, away from the referee.
Tried to spin him and throw.
See that hip? See that shot right to the hip? And see, that froze. That locked up his hip.
Rocky was actually very athletic in that he didn't let himself go down. This is round 3. Let's see if the war continues. The title of our show tonight is The War, and we've got one in this fight. This is professional boxing at its best. Two really consummate pros here, fighting for a world title.
And Martinez is in great shape, so he's gonna try to withstand anything that Salido throws his way. He's gotten himself such great physical shape for this fight.
Salido's always in great shape. And remember, either one of these guys can get knocked down and come off the canvas, especially Salido. There he is again, Betty, going for that hip shot.
And watch how he knows exactly where referee Jose Hiram Rivera is at.
Punches and bunches by Salido.
Raul Perez telling Martinez to throw the uppercut. He hasn't done that yet.
Waiting for it. He's got to position himself, and he's got to be moving to his left so that when he throws it, he doesn't get exposed for a left foot counter punch. The uppercut is terrific as long as you land it. Crowd booing. These guys are working the daylights off over there. Not much landing, but
that's where Martinez has to watch out. He's leaning.
Oh, he caught him with a good shot. Salido, he's willing to roughhouse it quite a bit. Let's see if Rivera says anything to him. No, lets it just slide by. But Salido, you just get an idea. I mean, oh, he nailed him, and he hurt him. He caught him with a really good right hand. Salido went back up against the ropes.
But yet he had the presence of mind to kind of act a certain way, and he was baiting Martinez.
You can never tell with Salido. Even if he goes down, he comes right back with a right hand of his own, taking the high cheekbone of Rocky. There's the left hook.
Rocky's very straight with his punches, and that's what's been. You see the low blows?
Absolutely. And so far, I haven't seen Rivera say anything. Here he says, keep it up, but he keeps winging the shots.
And there he finally said, but he didn't warn him.
Oh, right hand, right on the button, and down goes Salido. Straight right hand. Rocky Martinez puts him down. It's up to 7. He jumps up at 8. Remember, in his last fight when he won the title, he was down 3 times.
That's now 13 times in 11 fights.
And he's the type of guy, kind of like another guy from this area, Felix Trinidad. When Trinidad would get knocked down, say, okay, here he goes.
He looks wobbly though, Colonel.
Yeah, he does. And that's a big round for Rocky Martinez. That's a 10-8 round.
Oh, and this place is going crazy.
Well, I gave Salido the first 2 rounds, and that's the first round I've given Martinez, so I've got a dead even.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Stay straight with those shots. Keep using that jab. Work the jab and then throw the right hand behind it. Just like a horse. Just like a horse. There's that right
on
hand.
the button.
But see how you use that left jab? 2 jabs and then the straight right hand. Set it up beautifully.
Take
1,
the vision
2,
away.
Boom,
Bang.
there's the right hand.
So we get ready to go to round number 4. Salido has been down. I thought he won the first 2 rounds, although Benny thought that Rocky may have won the first round. So that would put him slightly ahead, or I've got a dead even.
And everybody now standing up around the ring.
Oh yeah, they really in favor of Rocky here.
Don't go by the people right there you see, and those people are part of the commission. But the fans are all up.
Right behind that, and all to our left and to our right, the fans are standing.
And look at Salido's just baiting him now. He wants to use that right hand, that overhand right.
Rocky measured him with the right hand in that last round, and he'd like to do it again. He throws it, but he was a little short. Salido comes back up with low blows.
See the low blows finally.
And finally, he's going to take a point away if it continues now. That's the second warning that he's given him, and he's got away with a ton more than that.
And low blows can turn a fight around. I'll never forget Ricky Haddon, Costa Zoo. Remember the way that fight turned around?
Oh, yeah. Totally. I did that fight in Manchester, and I'll never forget it. But this one is all we need to talk about right now. Rocky Martinez has him in his sights.
And Rocky's fighting that intelligent fight he was talking about. Throw punches, but be intelligent in the way he moves.
Salido with that head down comes in. He wants to roughhouse this fight as much as he can. Rocky tries to keep and create the distance till he can get his feet set and attack again. Double with the jab. The right hand behind it. Almost a slapping right hand that time. Salido not able to land many shots in this round. As I say that, he gets on the inside, but none of those landed.
Well, that's what he's going to do best. If he can back up Martinez, Martinez is more comfortable fighting in the middle of the ring, throwing shots.
There was the uppercut by Rocky, and a nice one. Not really powerful, but it got the attention of Salido that shots might be coming from a different direction. And again, you talk about the intelligence. Rocky is avoiding a lot of the low blows. Again, the low blows to the offside of referee Rivera.
Salido now trying to close that distance, trying to put his chest, his head right on the chest of Martinez and create punching angles there.
Martinez won't let him do it when he's inside now. He has a grab measure. See with 40 seconds to go in this 4th round. Rocky sort of outboxing Salido in this round. Salido lands a nice left hand.
And this kind of exchange favors Salido.
certainly does. Rocky was cruising along pretty good in this round, and Salido's coming on now here in the last 40 seconds of the round with only about 15 seconds to go now in the fourth. But I don't know if it's enough for him to win the round. I think Rocky's won this round.
And what was working for Martinez was to use the jab and keep him at bay, and he hasn't done that.
Yeah, the crowd going bonkers here. Bell ends it, and they keep going at it. This is a tough fight. But Rocky wasn't intimidated at all by Salido at the end of that round, and the referee jumped in there. Who are you giving that round to?
I'm going to go with Salido.
See, that's funny, Benny. I'm going the other way in that one. So both of us have gone opposite in 2 rounds.
Bit of a cut below the left eye there of Salido. Asking to put Vaseline there, and he's asking for water. Put a little bit of Aventine out there on that left eye, trying to. Victor Barron. Santos Moreno's in charge. Here's some of the action there in round number 4. And that was the inside fighting. And from the inside, it's going to favor Salido. That's where he's comfortable.
I thought certainly Salido in that exchange you saw there won the last 40 seconds of the round, but I thought Rocky run the rest of it. So I've got Martinez out in front by just a point. Oh, here we go now. And
yeah, but right there, Martinez making the mistake. He's trying to get the attention of the referee, but during that time, he's stopping. He can't do that.
Not with this guy, because this guy will jump on you. And now Salido seems to have a adrenaline flow now as he's hopping forward and Rocky's bouncing away. Salido comes upstairs with a hook.
And now he's saying he's leading with a head. So now he's going to warn him.
And he does lead with a head. So referee Rivera, Jose H. Rivera, has his work cut out for him to keep this thing clean. They kept going at the end of the last round. Salido fights this way, though. He does lean with his head forward all the time, and you have to watch that hit. The way to stop it is the uppercut. Rocky's only thrown 1.
Referee Rivera's doing a better job of the position he's assuming now. Did you notice that? Before he was behind the fighter. Now he's getting right there, right next to him. More low blows. And that's a second warning.
Yeah, well, one more foul and he's going to almost have to take a point away from Salido.
There's that uppercut.
He came with it, but it didn't land where it was ticketed for. That one did. Hard right hand by Martinez. Martinez gets the jab in to stop him.
That jab is what keeps Salido at bay, because then he can't set his base of power, and that's when Rocky can throw that right hand, be it an uppercut or a straight right.
Rocky throwing that uppercut on the inside is a good idea, too, with the guy with his chin down. There's another sort of low blow again, and Rivera doesn't want to interfere with the fight because it's so close, but at some stage here, he's going to have to take some points away from Salido.
But Salido's so smart in the way he does it, Curtis. Watch the way he positions
himself. Well, that's the whole thing,
so the referee can't see it.
He's slick. There's no question about it.
See, right now he won't do it, but now, as soon as he gets to there.
Rocky at some stage almost ought to throw a low blow and take a warning, yeah. I mean, I don't fight guys, I don't encourage guys to fight dirty. Here's Rocky showing some hand speed. Salido continues to come forward.
And here we go. Is he going to take it away?
No, he doesn't. That's about the 4th or 5th warning now. Remember, even if they're not intentional, there's still a foul. Oh, he got hit with the right hand and staggered him. But he fights back. He's wobbly on his feet. And he goes down. It's a series of punches, Benny.
And it was a right hand. It was a right hand.
So Salido has been down twice in this fight. Martinez is fighting terrifically with this guy, but you can't let it slide. He's on the assault again, and Salido appears hurt. There's not much time left in this round. And that's it. That's another terrific round for Rocky Martinez. So he has had Salido down in the 3rd, and again here in the 5th.
So that to me, he's been dropped now 14 times in 11 fights. We go to the corner here of Orlando Salido, Santos Moreno. Them, just calm down, calm down. Side to side, move side to side. You need to stop. Don't wait, don't wait. Here's that right hand. Watch. Those are the low blows. And that really, it upset, and that was the right hand.
Wow, this is some fight now. Well, based on that knockdown, I now have Martinez ahead, 48-45. So here we go in round number 6. This is scheduled for 12. And remember, folks, in his last fight, Salido was down 3 times, but he came back to knock down his Thai opponent and win the title. But Rocky's fighting a very, and you said in the keys to the fight, a smart fight in this fight. And Salido's in big danger of getting called for a low blow, and if he does, it's the same as being knocked down again, really, on the score sheet.
And Kurt, I know in sizing up the fighters, we said the reach was even, but it just seems like Rocky has a longer reach, you know?
It's
the way
because,
he throws it.
It's because Salido is squared up, Benny, and Rocky has the left shoulder. See the way how square he is in comparison to Martinez with the left shoulder tipped in? And that's the reason for it. Because it's an optical illusion, really.
You know, Salido does not fight like a guy who's been down twice.
No, he doesn't. He's very tough. And he's used to fighting coming off the canvas. And he's relentless, whether he's been down or not.
I've been very impressed with Rocky Martinez's ability to punch up close, because that's where the knockdowns have come.
And not get rattled by the low blows. Just let the referee do his job. And in favor of Jose Archie Rivera taking a point away, I know he really doesn't want to, and he's let it go. Nice right hand again by The Rock.
Right on the chin of Salido.
And he caught him again. Rocky goes back, but he was kind of falling back, more off balance than with the punch. But right now, it's Martinez is dictating the flow.
And you know, one of the smart moves that Martinez is doing now, as soon as Salido leads with a head, he forces his head down.
And that's the right thing to do. One of the best guys, if a guy came in with his head down to do that, was Lennox Lewis in the heavyweight division years ago. And Lennox had just pushed the head down further, and they lift up, he nailed him with a right hand. Here's Salido catching Rocky with some decent shots. 49, 48, 47 seconds to go here in the 6th round. Salido's been down twice. Once in the 3rd and again in the 5th. This is the 6th.
Salido now starting to throw that uppercut. And that's when he's dangerous, when he comes down from down below. And then all of a sudden he explodes into you.
There's Rocky battling back. And oh, he nailed him with the right hand. He puts Salido back on the ropes. Salido doesn't want to go down. He catches him with another shot. This is tough stuff for Salido in here. Martinez doesn't want to give ground. Whoa! Just misses him with the uppercut.
And this is when Salido can be so dangerous. Watch. He'll take a step. Watch him come up all of a sudden. Duck down and then come up with that right hand. There.
Oh, Rocky get hit with a body shot just before. Man, oh man. I thought that, you know, Martinez was way ahead in the early portion of the round, and then Salido come back. So I got to give the round to Martinez.
I am too. And you know what? Let's go to the corner here now, Orlando Salido.
Now Peter and Ivan Rivera of PR Best Boxing going to be happy with this one. They entitled this fight The War, and it has been.
Rocky's face unmarked. Keep your head up, keep your head up. Here's some of the action right there, the right hand. Salido gets caught, but he just keeps coming. But here's a nice job by Rocky Martinez there inside. This is where he's really improved. It used to be Rocky would fight from the outside, and that's where he was winging his blows. He's gotten a lot better about fighting inside. Juanma Lopez right there enjoying this fight. Spent a lot of time with Rocky Martinez getting him ready for this fight.
We move to the 7th round. At the halfway point, we have Martinez out in front by 4 points. He's had 2 knockdowns, and that's the difference in the fight so far. Martinez got himself in magnificent shape to fight this great champion. This is a huge fight. I can't emphasize that enough in Puerto Rico.
Salido looking to implement that plan, and something he does very effective to come down from below and then come on up. But Rocky very smart about it, like his corner. So right there, Raul Torres, Papo telling him, keep your head up, keep your head up.
Rocky landing more blows with the uppercut has been more effective for him. He gets that jab as he bounces away. Salido tries to come forward. Rocky stands, feints to his left, and then slides around this way to the right. Salido with his back to you to the right of the screen. That's Rocky facing you in the red trunks.
And you know, I love the composure of both of these guys before the fight. I mean, they just knew, hey, it's business. We don't have anything against each other. It's all business. We're going to come here and we're going to get it on.
And they've done that. There's that head again.
Wicked slow blows again.
And the head, too. That's about the 6th warning that he's given him. I think a couple of the heads and 4 low blows.
Salido could care less about the warning. He's on a mission here. He's got to find a way to make this into a dirty fight, if you want to call it dirty. It's professional. Now Rocky stopped. Rocky keeps trying to get the attention of the referee.
It's a big mistake to look away from this guy, because this guy will jump on you. But Salido's having a good round now because Rocky looked away. Rocky has a look of concern on his face. Salido misses with his wind-up right hand shot, but he's trying to pressure Salido. And you see Rivera, the referee, getting right down on his, with his hands on his knees, trying to make sure he doesn't see any low blows, or does see the low blows. Rocky doesn't look real good right now. Salido putting a lot of pressure on him here, 45 seconds to go. And Salido's so strong in the latter portions of rounds. He's been strong.
Amazing, Colonel. Just simply amazing. The relentless, the will of Orlando Salido.
Look at this. He won't stop throwing punches. And even in the rounds that he's lost in the last 40 seconds of rounds, he's won them. Look at this. He's having all of a sudden he's turned this around. It's a war right now as Rocky landed 2.
But he's made this his fight. I told you, if he fights up close, it favors Salido. And he's gotten on top of Rocky. Will not let him breathe.
Boy, this looks like a good Salido round to me. The crowd absolutely loves it. Look at this. Rocky is coming up a little bit short with his punches here. Boy, I think Salido grabbed that. I don't know.
I think he did enough. And again, folks, what you want to break up on when you score it is do it by the minutes. The first minute, the second minute, and the third minute.
I get 3 points separating the two, 67-64 in favor of Martinez. Salido is down in the third and again in the fifth, and that's the difference in the scoring in the fight so far.
Go to the corner here. You can't let him tee off on you inside. And look at Salido. See when he crouches down here, Colonel? That's when he gets that base by. He leads with his head. He came in head first. And here's where Rocky all of a sudden is trying to get the attention of the referee, Jose Hiram Rivera. And that's where he was getting the best of it right there. Salido finding the way inside to go ahead and get to him.
Very dangerous is that head. Here we go to round number 8. And you're right, Benny. He doesn't care how many times the referee warns him. He's going to keep fighting the way he wants to fight, and he fights with his head coming first.
See, from the distance right there, Martinez is gold. He's got to stay there. He's got to keep him away. That's
there he is. Perfect. He go with the left hand, and then he came up with the right. But Salido's relentless, Benny. He never stops. He keeps coming forward. And a lot of times with that head down, which is particularly dangerous for Rocky. Yet it's Salido that's been on the canvas twice. But again, we pointed out many times, it's not unusual for him to get down a couple of times in a fight.
I mean, you would never know that by the way he's fighting that Salido's been down twice.
And he's the type of guy that as the rounds, you go through the rounds, he just seems to get stronger. Well, Rocky is in great shape for this fight. But Salido had been pressuring him a lot in the last couple of rounds. As a minute gone by here now in round number 8. Now here's Rocky battling back.
But that's the distance, Colonel. That's where Rocky needs to be.
Don't engage when this guy is chasing you down like that. Get back, get set, get to the center of the ring. Now he's set to go.
And then roll your shoulders and get yourself out of there.
And when that guy comes in with the head down, pull the head down. That's about what, the 4th time he's warned him about the head?
I want to say 7th time.
It's a lot anyway.
See how he's snapping his head back now?
Oh, Rocky from this distance is great. Salido trying to stalk his man. Rocky picks his shot, pulls him back. When he comes in with that head down, Rocky should just grab him with both hands and push him down.
And that'll also start affecting the neck area of Salido.
Here's Rocky doing a nice job pot-shotting him now with, with left. Getting that jab out there, slides right, then goes left, and then back goes right again.
And you can see Rocky's thinking. He doesn't want
all the time,
be lulled into the Salido fight. And see right there, staying from the outside. Throw that jab.
It's unbelievable how Salido is relentless. A guy that's been down twice, it keeps coming forward.
There's another hip shot.
The chant goes up. Nice combination by Rocky Martinez.
But see how he stepped back? He stepped back, he aired it out. Very intelligent fight that Rocky Martinez is fighting.
The chant is Rocky, in case you can't figure it out. They love Martinez here.
And the good thing with Rocky is he's not just a knockout artist. He'll take the win by boxing, too.
Well, it is a tough round to score. Benny, what way are you going in that one?
I'm going to go with Martinez.
I thought the shots that he landed were a little bit more effective than Salido's. Salido kept the pressure on, but they say effective aggressiveness.
Give me air.
I'm getting 77-73 in favor of Martinez right now.
Okay.
Based on the 2 knockdowns, mostly.
Got a bit of a mark there above the bridge of the nose.
He's all right, but look how clear his eyes are and how clear his thinking is. This guy looks like a warrior that's been to war already.
And now they're putting Vaseline above the eye and also below the eye.
Look at this action from round number 8.
And see, from that distance, Colonel, that's where Rocky's goal. He's got to stay there. See, he gets away. Now, don't let him come in. And when he does come in, push that head down.
That's why I gave that round to Rocky Martinez. And again, our scoring is to give you an indication how we think the judges might be going, as opposed to being official. Round 9, we got 4 more rounds to go. Salido stalking Rocky Martinez early here. Salido was down in the 3rd round, again in the 5th round, but you wouldn't know that he's been down at all the way he's fought from 6, 7, and 8.
He just keeps coming forward, Salido. I mean, talk about another. See how he's trying to get to the body of Rocky and then come up from that.
Rocky getting his room again. This is where he fights the best in the center of the ring. Ties him up that time with the head coming in and let Rivera, the referee, do his job. Martinez trying to catch this guy as he comes in with the head down. That time, Benny, actually, he's been using his right hand to kind of parry the head away, but that time he actually did use both hands to pull it down. Rocky wants to get in position. He's not running away from the guy because he wants to run. He wants to get in position to do that.
Yes, and that's when he fights the best, from that distance. Salido, on the other hand, is trying to smother Martinez.
Get that head right in his face or bounce the head off his head. And he never stops throwing punches, and rarely does he lift the head up, so it's hard to bang him on the chin. Rocky's found the chin twice, though.
Salido's working that.
Salido having a good first half of this round.
Colonel, do you realize what kind of physical condition you have to be in to fight like Salido does?
Absolutely. This guy just gets stronger and stronger as the fights progress.
And look at that. Now he's using his left hand to hold the head of Martinez until referee Rivera says something about it.
Well, first 2 minutes of this round is all Salido. Rocky's, had to be on the run and whatnot, but this is when Salido is strong.
That's the distance.
Yeah, the distance, but that punch was blocked in the back of the glove. But you're right, the distance is perfect when he can get it, but he hasn't been able to get it in this round. There's Rocky now fighting off the ropes pretty good. But Salido just keeps the pressure on him. Bull rushes him again with that head. They exchange on the inside. How do you fight a guy like this that's just on you all the time?
It requires tremendous physical condition on the part of Rocky himself because he's been able to fend this off. Rocky just snuck in a right hand right there.
He landed another good right hand. He's got him back against the ropes, but is he playing possum? Rocky's trying to drop him. Salido getting hit with some solid shots.
This is everything that's great about boxing. Two guys just getting it on.
Doesn't get any better than this match. Now, there's a situation where he gets staggered after winning all but that 10 seconds of the round.
That's why you got to break it down. 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes.
So that's then Salido's round.
Yes. Watch for his head. Watch for his head.
Boy, this has been a war.
Don't worry about what he's got. You got more. You got more. Throw that right hand. Keep throwing that right hand. And here's Salido's relentless pursuit. Rocky, they're trying to get that distance, and that's when he's best, from here.
Boy, when you watch the replay, Benny, Martinez had his moments in that round.
But that was just, that replay was just
of course, I know. We want to make that clear to our audience, though. All right, here we go. This is round number 10. The Colonel Bob Sheridan here with Benny Ricardo. We're in San Juan, Puerto Rico. The principals, the champ, Orlando Salido, who's been down twice, is trailing unofficially on our score sheet anyway by 2 or 3 points. And Rocky Martinez is fighting a whale of a fight against this champion. He's a former 2-time world champ, and they love him here in Puerto Rico. Salido keeps the pressure on Rocky. Rocky fights best when he has a bit of room.
And this is where Salido gets awfully dangerous. Remember, Wama Lopez in the rematch was out in front. They got into the championship rounds, and all of a sudden, that's when Salido turned into a beast.
And we're in round 10, so these are championship rounds right now, 10, 11, and 12. And see, Salido kept a lot of pressure on Martinez like this in the last round. And through the first minute, he's won the first minute of this round as well.
And Salido now is backing up Martinez. He's backing him up, and he's not letting him set.
Well, that's the key. If you don't let him set, then Rocky's going to have a difficult finish to this fight. Salido just absolutely relentless as he comes forward. There have been no points taken away and several fouls. That'll be talked about in the media.
Salido just keeps coming and coming.
In between, Rocky didn't manage to land one right hand, but Salido blasts to the body. He just will not take a step back. He comes in with that head down all the time. Rocky needs to come with an uppercut to stop it, or grab that head and pull it down. Rocky plants. Salido just keeps coming forward. Relentless is this guy.
But if you score it up to this point in the fight, Colonel, you got to give it to Salido. But now look at all of a sudden Rocky's turning it around.
Well, there's a minute to go now. So Salido's won the first 2 minutes of the round. And usually he's stronger in the last minute of the round, although Rocky had a fine minute in the last round. Here's Salido landing heavy shots now. There was a low blow that time by Rocky, so the referee says to Rock, keep it up. There's the uppercut.
A test for the champion's heart. This is where Rocky's going to have to find some way, somehow, to know and find a way to fend this guy off. Because Salido's just going to keep coming.
Now, both of these guys are champion caliber fighters. Rocky's out in front in the fight, but it's going to get close.
Uppercut by Salido.
Salido bangs to the body. He says keep it up, but that was actually a legal punch that time. Illegal. That one was a little south of the border.
That was at the kneecap.
Rocky, there's no quitting him either.
But he's got to watch that he doesn't engage.
That's to me is the Salido round.
Yes, sir.
This thing is getting closer.
Now here's where let's go to the corner here, but Rocky's got to watch the following. He cannot engage like that with Salido. Let's go to the corner. Breathe hard. They call him the horse. Here's the action there in round number 10. See that one right at the belt.
Round 11, round 11.
Going to the body.
Round 11.
And these are all Salido right there. Salido landing, Salido landing. Rocky's gonna have to go ahead and again, assume that distance, Colonel. Work the jab and throw that straight right hand.
Here we go, round 11. It's championship time in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Rocky Martinez trying to lift the title. We have him slightly out in front in this fight, but Salido coming on in the last couple of rounds has closed it within a couple of points. He's been down 2 times, so it's a lot to offset 4 points.
When you talk about second win, this is about the 9th and 10th win for Orlando Salido.
And the same thing for Rocky Martinez, who's in great shape.
That's what Rocky's got to do. Work that jab. Stay behind that jab and then push the head down of Salido when he comes in.
It's hard for him because Salido is so relentless. No matter what you do, he's on top of you. Here's Rocky trying to bounce off the ropes and throw more shots. But Salido just has not stopped throwing punches. Neither one of them have, really.
This is an amazing pace, folks.
This is professional boxing that you're watching at its very best. That's Salido's first minute. Here's Rocky now trying to pick up the pace a little bit. Rocky's puffed up around both eyes, but he's had Salido down in the 3rd and again in the 5th.
This fight is so intense that the referee's going to be tired after this fight.
And the referee's going to be questioned a lot about why he didn't take points away, but he's leaving it.
Here's another warning. Is he going to take it? He's not taking away a point again.
No. You know, you can criticize that.
There you go. Now he's going to take it.
Finally, he takes 1 point off. That really hurts Salido. He was in the process of crawling back if our scores are accurate, and now he's down by 3. He gets nailed with the right hand, and that gave a little adrenaline flow finally to Rocky Martinez, who says he's been doing these things the whole fight.
It also gave him a chance to catch his breath. He got a little second wind on that and brought it.
He says to Martinez, keep your punches up too. Martinez lands a solid right hand, and right back comes Salido trying to catch him. It's just this tough stuff, folks.
I tell you what, if this was rock and sock and boxing, you'd have carpal tunnel on both wrists.
Good body shot by Salido. Rocky bends over, trying to come with an uppercut, but never gets it off. Slides to his right, plants the left hand in the face of Salido. Salido just stays right on top of him. He is relentless.
Referee Jose Iram Rivera trying to get a better position to see those low shots from both of them.
Here's Salido who catches Rocky again. We're almost out of time here now in the 11th round.
What a round. Okay, so you got to take
Forget about the point first. Who do you think won the round?
You know what? I'm going to go with Salido.
I thought Salido won the round too, but then you take the point away, so you have a 9-9 round.
He tell him, don't make any errors here. Don't make any errors. Be smart. Fight until.
I've got Martinez in front by 4 going to the final round. But a lot of close rounds and a lot of decisions that these judges are going to have to make.
Victor Barron right there working on the cut. Here's some of the action right there. There's that low blow, and that's when referee Jose Iram Rivera stepped in and took away a point.
All right, Martinez unofficially out in front going to the final round. The champion has been relentless. He lost 1 point because of low blows and headbutts, and he lost another couple of points by being knocked down in the 3rd and 5th round. So we have him behind a little bit. Now, this should be a war in this final round because there'll be no quit in Salido in this last round. Martinez got to hold that hand out there, establish himself with the jab, keep his distance, get set up, and let some right hands flow. When the guy comes in, pull the head down.
Raul Papo Torres, that was the instructions for Martinez. Be intelligent, be smart.
He's fighting a smart fight, no question about it. Salido absolutely relentless, and Martinez has been able to hold up against all of it. Oh, right hand lands. It doesn't slow down Salido, who's been dropped twice, but back in the early rounds.
He almost ate this fight stop. You know
I don't want to see it. I wish it was a 15-round fight now.
Boy, would it be great if it was a 15-rounder.
Salido continues to come on, putting the pressure on Rocky Martinez.
Martinez said he was going to fight an intelligent fight, and he's doing it all the way to the final bell.
You know, the amazing thing is, had Salido not gotten that point taken away from him, we could have this fight dead even after the 12th round, if Salido continues to win this round.
And that's despite 2 knockdowns in the 3rd and the 5th.
This has been some kind of professional boxing show.
What a pace. What an absolute incredible pace.
It's been non-stop, folks. If for some reason you didn't see the opening part of this fight, Salido down 2 times in the 3rd and the 5th, and he's been coming on and coming forward like this throughout the fight. Martinez clipped him with a left hook.
Well, I said they were slow starters, but it's only that first 3 minutes.
Yeah, the first 3 minutes was slow. The rest of it has been a barn burner. You will not see a better professional fight than this.
Everybody's standing, Colonel. It's a standing everywhere around the arena.
Well, you know, the last time Salido fought, it was the fight of the year candidate. This is a fight of the year candidate. Look at Martinez trying to catch this guy. 20 seconds to go in the fight. 15 seconds to go. And this is another Salido round. The difference in this fight, the knockdowns and the point taken away. Rocky did fight a sensationally smart fight. Salido relentless.
This is absolutely amazing, Colonel. The pace that they were able to go ahead and withstand for the length of time that they were able to do it. What heart, what tremendous passion, physical condition. I mean, it was amazing. Everything that is great about boxing, you just saw right there.
Amazing fight. Doesn't get any better than that. And eventually I scored it 113 to 112 for Rocky Martinez. We'll see how the judges have it. All right, Jimmy Lennon is set. So Jimmy, let us have the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Tenemos una decisión unánime. El juez José Roberto Torres vio la pelea 114 a 111, 114 to 111. Rocky Young anota 115 a 110, 115 to 110. And Levi Martinez vio la pelea 116 a 109, 116 to 109. A favor del ganador. And the new WBO Junior Lightweight Champion.